An oxidation reaction involves increase in oxidation number, while reduction reactions involves a decrease in oxidation number. If you take an example, Fe plus 2 converting into Fe plus 3. Here, in terms of oxidation state, Fe plus 2, oxidation state is plus 2, Fe plus 3, oxidation state is plus 3. Here, there is an increase in oxidation state from plus 2 to plus 3. So, this we can term it as oxidation. And here in this case, Fe plus 2 to Fe plus 3, here this reaction involves loss of electrons. So, the reactions which involves loss of electrons from reactant to product, or there is an increase in oxidation number from reactant to product, those reactions we can call them as oxidation. Next example, Fe plus 3 converting into Fe plus 2. Here, oxidation state of iron is decreasing from plus 3 to plus 2. Here, from reactant to product, you can see there is a gain of electron by Fe plus 3 to convert into Fe plus 2. So, this can be called as reduction reaction, because here these reactions, this reaction is associated with the decrease in oxidation number from plus 3 to plus 2, which is happening through the gain of electrons. So, reactions which involve gain of electrons from reactant to product, or decrease in oxidation state number or oxidation number, those reactions we can call them as reduction reactions. But this is not that much simple to classify a reaction into oxidation and reduction in organic reactions. Now let us see some examples and how to classify those organic reactions into oxidations and reductions, because in organic reactions we cannot assess the electron transfers directly. Now see here in this case, depending on the chemical reaction, oxidation and reduction may involve any of the following for a given atom, ion or molecule. Coming to oxidation. So the oxidation reaction involves the loss of electron, as we have seen in previous example, or the loss of hydrogen atoms or atoms, gain of oxygen atom or oxygen atoms, or if there is an increase in oxidation state. Those reactions we can call them as oxidation reactions. If you see an example, conversion of butanol to butanoic acid. Here in this case you can see this is butanol. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have OH group, functional group. So this is butanol. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. This is carboxylic acid, C double bond OH. This is 4 carbon chain. So this is butanoic acid. See here, butanol is converting into butanoic acid. Here you can see what is the molecular formula? C4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C4. How many hydrogens are there? 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, 2, 9, and 1, 10. Okay, 10 hydrogens. Okay. Here, how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. How many hydrogens are there? 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, plus 1, 8. Here only 8 hydrogens are there. Here 10 hydrogens are there. Now coming to the oxygens. One oxygen is there. Here there are 2 oxygens. So from reactant to product you can observe there is a loss of hydrogen atoms. And apart from that one, you can see there is an increase in number of oxygen atoms. From 1 to 2, here there is an increase in number of oxygen atoms. So these reactions can be classified as oxidation reaction. So this conversion of alcohols into carboxylic acid is taking place in presence of a reagent in this case. That is sodium dichromate. This sodium dichromate is a reagent which is converting alcohols into carboxylic acid. So this is an oxidation reaction, and the reagent which is helpful for this oxidation reaction is called as oxidizing reagent. So in presence of this oxidizing reagent, alcohol is converting into alcohol is oxidizing into carboxylic acid. Coming to reduction reactions, these reactions involve gain of electron as we have seen the previous examples, converting Fe plus 3 into Fe plus 2, or else addition of hydrogen atoms, loss of oxygen atoms, or else decrease in oxidation state at reaction center. We can classify all those reactions which have any one of these or more than one of these characteristic features in from reactant to product. If you observe that from reactant to product, those can be called as reduction reactions. For example, propanone to 2-propanol. Here this is 1, 2, 3 carbon unit, and here in the case C double bond it is a ketone, propanone, okay, or else general name acetone, okay. Acetone is converting into 1, 2, 3, okay. This is at the second position we have hydroxy, 2, okay, propanol. Here in this case, if you observe, here C double bond is converting into COH. How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3 carbons. Here, how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3 carbons. How many oxygens are there? Here 1, and here also 1 oxygen. And how many hydrogens are there? Here 3 hydrogens, here 3. Totally 6 hydrogens in the reactant. Whereas here you can see in the product in 2-propanol, 3 plus 3, 6, 7, 8 hydrogens. So there is a increase in number of hydrogen atoms from reactant to product. So this conversion of propanone to 2-propanol, you can classify this one as a reduction reaction, where we can see there is a increase in number of hydrogen atoms. So this is taking place in presence of a reagent called as sodium borohydride. So this reagent, which is reducing propanone to 2-propanol, is called as reducing reagent. Okay, next. Some of the examples you can see: butanol to butanol, alcohol to aldehyde, C4H10O, and here C4H8O. You can see there is a decrease in number of hydrogen atoms from alcohols to aldehydes. So this is an oxidation reaction. So this takes place under pyridinium chlorochromate. This is an oxidizing reagent. Next. So dibol, diisobutyl aluminum hydride is a reagent. Here in this case, ester is converting into aldehyde in this case. Okay. So this is a reduction reaction. You can see the number of oxygen atoms in this case, 2 oxygen atoms are there. Here only 1 oxygen atom is there. There is a decrease in number of oxygen atoms. And apart from that one, if you see the oxidation state of this carbon atom, okay, this is the center, reference center in this case, reacting center. This carbon here in this case, here oxidation state of carbon in this case, if you observe, there is a decrease in oxidation state of the carbon atom from ester to aldehyde carbon. So this can also be called as reduction reaction. So the reagent in this case, dibol, is a reducing reagent, which is helpful for this reduction reaction. Next, alkene converting into alkane. Here in this case, here in this case we have a double bond. Double bond is reduced into single bond. You have added 2 hydrogens in this case. Okay, so there is an increase in number of hydrogens from reactant to product. So this is a reduction reaction. This is taking place in presence of a catalyst, palladium carbon. Okay, so this is a catalytic reduction. So these are the oxidation and reduction reactions. Now, in our syllabus, we have oxidation of active CH functions by using DDQ, dichloro dicyanobenzoquinone, and the selenium dioxide. Next, alkenes to diols conversion, that is Prevost and Woodward's oxidation. Next, alcohols to carbonyls conversion with the usage of chromium 6 oxidants. Example, Jones reagent, pyridinium chlorochromate, pyridinium dichromate, hydroxybenzoic acid, desmortin pyridinane, ceric ammonium nitrate, TEMPO, TPAP, Swen oxidation. Okay, these are the reagents which are helpful for converting alcohols into carbonyl compounds. Next, oxidative cleavage of 1,2-diols by using periodic acid and lead tetraacetate. Okay, These are the examples, these are the reactions which we study under oxidations. And these are the reagents which are helpful for the conversion of reactants into products, that is via oxidation reactions. Okay. Next, in the reductions, we are going to discuss catalytic hydrogenation via homogeneous uh, catalytic reduction and heterogeneous catalytic reduction. In homogeneous catalytic reduction, we are going to discuss Wilkinson's catalytic hydrogenation by using tris triphenyl phosphine rhodium 1 chloride, that is Wilkinson's catalyst. Next, non-metallic reduction by using diamide. Next, dissolving metal reduction, that means metal dissolved in an acid or base. Here in this case, metal dissolved in base type of reaction, that is Birch reduction, we are going to discuss. Next, nucleophilic metal hydrides, lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, and some of the modifications of these lithium aluminum hydride and sodium borohydride. Then, electrophilic metal hydrides like BH3, boranes, allenes, AlH3, and dival diisobutyl aluminum hydride. Then hydrogenolysis, that means reduction reactions where carbon heteroatom bonds are cleaved by adding hydrogen across the carbon heteroatom sigma bond, that is hydrogenolysis. Next, by the use of tri-n-butyl tin hydride, this is a free radical type of reaction where we are using tri-n-butyl tin hydride. It's a radical mechanism where we are following. This reagent is useful for reduction. So this is a cumulative discussion regarding our chapter 1, that is reagents 1, where we are going to discuss oxidation and reduction. In the next class, we will discuss in detail regarding oxidizing reagents one by one.